Welcome back to the YTG podcast.
Hello.
Episode 22.
22, yes.
I know we said that we were recording another episode last time, and so there was going to be another episode a week later, and then there wasn't. I'm sorry.
No, that was my fault. That was my fault.
Yeah, we were talking about stuff, and then we went, oh, we actually can't release that yet. So,
that'll be coming later.
Yeah, that'll be episode like 25, 26.
Yeah.
Like, you'll hear it, but it's coming.
Yeah.
So you'll notice we have a guest with us.
Yes.
Mr. Kristian, wearing his lovely Benzina Stables jumper. How are you? Good, thank you.
So our dear friend Kristian's joined us. We go way back when he used to run Liquid Molly during my Dutton days, and he used to do sponsorship with us with the race team. River bloke, businessman, now doing fantastic Benzina Stables. And they're a beautiful car storage business. Preston, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Technically.
We're calling ourselves a high-end enthusiast motoring.
Well,
hub.
it's their beautiful catchphrase is where horsepower sleeps, which I think is fucking awesome.
That's
I love
cool.
it. That is
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
It's a good one, man.
That's
It's
awesome.
really, really good. Yeah. So, just I suppose, do you want to make that note of the thing?
Yeah. So next episode we're going to cover Kristian and Adrian, who's coming.
Yeah, so Kristian
next
joined us now.
episode we're going to talk all about Benzina Stables. But the first thing we need to mention now is Benzina Stables is in no way, shape, or form related to Benzina Magazine.
Yeah.
And importantly,
Yeah.
we need to make very clear at this
announcement.
time, YTG is no longer in any way, shape,
Since
or form.
Since February, March.
Yep.
Yeah.
Affiliated with Benzina Magazine. That has been completely split.
Yeah, there is no more anything to do with. Do not associate the YTG brand with the Benzina Magazine. I can't go into it because it's legal. But basically, it has all ended, and we're now just focusing on our own thing. There's a legal stoush going on with a number of people with Jack, so we're no longer involved. And sadly, a lot of good efforts were put in for didn't work out as we'd planned. Not to our fault, but beautiful thing is we've met a lot of fantastic people from it.
We sure did.
We've made some beautiful network and some good associations, and we're grateful for that side of things. And we're going to do some really good things in the future. But as just on the record, we haven't said it for a while. A lot of people have been asking us. A lot of people have been asking a lot of questions about it. We are no longer involved in any shape or manner. If you are owed money by him and his organisation, it has nothing to do with us. We're fucking owed too. So, anyways, it is what it is, sadly, but we move on. And these boys have nothing to do with that Gronk.
Separate businesses. Unfortunate, same name, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So if you do like magazine-style content, why not sign up to the YTG newsletter?
Correct. We've started the newsletter now. That's right. And we've had that in the background for a while. We've worked together and just changing some operating systems and so on, and obviously migrating a lot of the data across. So, yes, we're up and running. So please register with us.
Go to the website. There's a pop-up.
Yeah, there's a pop-up there. Register. We'll actually also be doing a bit of stuff because a lot of people know we do move a bit of metal off market. And there's some stuff that, I can only sell so much within my network, but there's some really good stuff that we might put out on the newsletter stuff before we go to market. Just
Correct.
have some people have a go at some stuff before we go to market. So, you get on there and, you'll be getting our newsletters with some really good content, some really cool stuff, and not just all about cars, just anything in our environment.
No, and if you want to know when the next Cars and Coffee is and all that sort of stuff, that is going to be where we're going to be putting everything out first.
Yeah. So all our social plan for the year and a lot of things happening. As I said, we've got a few things in the pipeline that we're working on, and they'll be made announced there. And thank you for
Awesome.
that.
All right. Well, that's that ticked off.
That's it. So we get into the
No, we got one more announcement.
yes.
Well, it's kind of an announcement. It's got to do with you, actually.
Okay, wow.
Fast Fridays this Friday.
Fast Friday,
Yes.
this Friday.
Which
it is,
will be
yes.
in
right.
the past by the time this
I
episode
was going to
goes
say,
out.
it's going to go live before that.
Yeah, so it was on last week.
Well, it was
This
on
week,
2 days
technically.
ago if you're listening to it on launch
Yeah,
day.
it's on. Yeah, a bit fucking confusing there. And I say, it's on in 2 days, but by the time you get it, it'll happen a few days ago.
on.
So we, as you know, we do the the YTG Sims here. We have so we do the Fast Fridays on the Friday, and that's been really, really good. But we've had a bit of demand from on the other side of town. A lot of people coming across. I'm very protective of my brand and who I associate with, even though that fucked up with fucking Jack the Hack. But that's got nothing to do with me. Anyway, so we get on with that. But in saying that, we're doing some stuff with the boys with the Sims. So we do alternative Fridays over there in Preston.
Is that the deal?
It's been
Is it
fantastic.
one
That's
Friday
what we're
here?
planning on doing.
Yeah, well, that's the plan.
Okay.
I think it's going to be once a month at the moment. Until it's
Ideally,
sort
we'd
of-
like to get it up
Okay.
to that stage. We're
Yeah,
hoping. It's sort of
exactly. We'll-
like, so this Friday it'll be with the boys. Same setup as we've had here, but obviously we're just catering for that side of town. And hopefully, we can get to a stage where alternatives will be there. But yeah.
Ideally, I'd like to see it on the same night, and then at the end of the night, whoever's the fastest races YTG.
Yeah.
Right.
We
So
got-
that's
yeah,
how I
awesome.
that's how
Yeah,
I want
like
to do it.
that.
That's how I want to do it.
Stay tuned.
We need to buy some more Sims. So instead of carting the Sims to and
Yeah,
from,
well-
let's,
I know,
we'll buy
they're all
some
packed
Sims.
up there.
Yeah,
It's
we're
like,
ready to
God,
go.
But
That's
Sean's done a fantastic, not this Sean, the
other
Sim
Sean, Shawnee Sean,
He's
yeah.
done a fantastic job of building these podiums that the Sims sit on. You can basically wheel the entire simulator around. It's awesome. So they're currently being loaded into a van to go over to Benzina
Yeah.
Stables for Friday. Crazy.
Should be good.
It's going to be good. So yeah, look, like I said, stay tuned to that. They'll obviously we'll update that on the newsletters as well. So then that way you can register beforehand because it's getting pretty busy. Like here, we're getting sold out. There won't be long before they start doing that. That way you can book your point, book your place, get in there, so don't just stand around and miss out on goes. So yeah, looking forward to that. It'll be good.
Well, you
That's
say that,
exciting.
but I think this Friday is already like insane.
I think it says oversubscribed, and I think
Yeah. Which is good
Sean's
for
going
that.
to be very, very busy. So he won't know Smoko breaks. I've told
That's
him.
right,
and
Cat
those-
Breaks, he said, yeah. So, yeah, we're going to get out there on the Friday. So hopefully I'll see a lot of clients I haven't seen in a while on that side of town. It'll be really good. Catch up with the boys and looking forward to it. So, yeah, hopefully this will take off and I think it'll be
Looking
good.
forward to it,
Yeah,
yeah,
it'll be
for
really
sure.
good. It'll be really good.
awesome. So, Goodwood Festival Speed's coming up.
It is.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
August, isn't it?
July.
July.
13th
July, yeah.
to the 16th. So,
Yeah.
same weekend as my stuff. So only 3 weeks
really?
away. Only 3 weeks away. Yeah. So
Shit,
I've
okay.
got a list here of a couple of the new cars that are debuting that I thought would be interesting to go over and. Well, actually, no, not which is why it's worth talking about.
Electric.
All but one are electric.
What?
All but one of this highlight list are electric.
You know, Goodwood said they were going to do that stuff, man. Remember? But
Very quickly, the McMurdy came, and then boom, everything's
do you
electric.
know that they're making the McMurdy? They're
That's
releasing
one of them. That's one of the highlight cars. Yeah, road legal McMurdy.
1.4 million Aussie.
Insane.
Mate, you can't fucking... Mate, you're lucky you can fit in the car. What are you going to do? You can't go
I'm amazed
anywhere.
it's road legal in Australia.
I
Is
don't-
it?
I don't
Probably
think so.
not.
I don't see
Probably
it.
not.
I don't know. I don't see how you could do that road legal, mate. There's no way. No way.
No, I can't.
It's a lot of money, man. 1.6 million for that little thing.
It makes no
Well,
noise.
it's they'd be going after the Valkyrie
1.1
market, all that sort of stuff. Because that's what it is. It's a super insane track toy.
It's just look like a junior small second version Batmobile.
Yeah, well, that's what it looks like.
I mean, like,
yeah.
it's just unbelievable. But I don't know. I know it's 1.2 or something, 0 to 100 or something stupid or
Stupid.
It's
That is
just
crazy.
insane.
Insane.
Oh,
That is crazy.
that is crazy. It is. But fuck, I don't know. Yeah, anyway,
Interesting,
so, yeah.
interesting. Well, we'll just tick that off the list. Awesome.
Yeah, great.
So Caterham, or Caterham,
Caterham.
Caterham.
Yeah.
So they're bringing, as you would expect, an electric 7, which will be interesting.
I did not know that.
So I mean, they were going to do it, right? They were going to put.
Eventually.
an
Well, people are
electric
asking us to make electric loaded Elfins.
People have been asking.
Yeah.
People have literally been
People
asking.
are asking us
yeah.
about Elfin. Obviously, you know, we own Elfin, and you know, considering some sort of form of small scale production and so on, and obviously everyone's pushing electric, which I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
It's in safe hands. It's not going to go electric while in your hands. That's
It
it.
can happen. The 2-litre turbo is pretty efficient. It's all.
Yeah, exactly right. And as, like with the Caterham 7 or a Elfin, same thing. Any clubman, imagine electric engine torque in a car that light. It'd
It won't be light.
undrivable.
It's not gonna be light. It's gonna be heavy, mate.
Of course, because
It's gonna be heavy, man.
It's going to be a clubman that weighs twice what a
That's
clubman
what I
weighs.
mean, mate.
well, the
That's what I'm sitting there going, yeah, hang on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, how's that going to work? Because you've got so much weight
There's
now.
not enough room in a
Where's where they
in a
put the
7
batteries?
for
Well,
batteries.
this is the thing. It's probably just those little small ones, and
And
they'll
they
just
just
be
put
on
them
the
where the
floor.
engine was.
Well,
and then the
I don't
electric
know.
engines would go like, you're sitting on them.
Well, it's going to be a lot of weight in the front end, isn't it?
Well, it already is.
Well, not with a little fucking 2 litre that's in it.
Oh, true.
Come on, man. You know this shit better than me. There's no common sense. But anyway, save the trees.
Interesting. Save the trees.
Fucking save the trees.
Save the trees, destroy the mines.
We sleep well at night. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So Caterham are also launching something called the Project V. I'll show you a photo of it. That's the silhouette shot.
Okay, so everyone can get teased by that.
So everyone, that's what it looks like, the sort of silhouette shot.
Of course, it looks. It looks
FDRX7 with a Porsche Taycan.
Exactly right. So
it's
100%. Another electric supercar, hypercar-y thing. How many companies now are making electric supercar, hypercar? And to be perfectly honest, they're all the damn same thing.
Car Sales said the other day on a report that their inquiry or their they've seen a decline in people looking at electric cars. Car Sales.
Really?
Yeah, they've seen the data. It's been a decline.
Interesting.
It's starting to taper off.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
I would like to hope that's true.
Well, I mean, Car Sales, I mean, there's no reason why they wouldn't put it. They'd put that data. If anything, you'd make it fake and go, it's increased, you know what I mean, to try and push it. But they're actually saying that it's gone down. So I went, okay, that has to be true.
Yeah, well, it's a hard one to know because the electric car market is such that second-hand cars are useless because the batteries die and the cars are worth nothing.
Yeah.
So even though car sales might be seeing second-hand electric cars going down, brand new electric cars might still be skyrocketing, and overall, they're still going up. And
there's no real second-hand market for electric cars. There's not. There's not.
Who want a second-hand 7-year-old, 10-year-old?
Brother,
right?
That's
time to replace the batteries, and where are you going to put the batteries?
Yeah, I mean, even P1s. There was a huge gap in the market with P1s because all of those battery cells were coming up to their 10-year. We don't work anymore. And all of a sudden, there's all these P1s on the market that need hundreds of thousands
of pounds to change the battery.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a good idea. Yeah.
Interesting. That take a bit of value off
fuel. Yeah, exactly right. But see, this is the thing. This is the calling the long game. You're not playing the long game.
Exactly right.
So, okay, the first gen buy them. Then the second gen see the headaches on the first gen. The third gen see the headaches on the second gen and go, fuck that. I'm not going to go, though. It's not worth it.
Backpedaling.
Okay, well, I suppose the technology get better. Mate, you still got to get over these hurdles at the start, man.
Yeah.
You still got to work out where you're going to do these batteries. Doesn't matter how efficient you are. Exactly. What are you going to do with them?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah. Again, we're going back to that electric
car.
We
keep going back.
Because it keeps going back that way because the common sense prevailing.
I took the kids to Melbourne Museum, where Motoclassica is.
Oh, yeah, was.
And we parked in the underground car park there, if you've been there, underground car park. And I was extremely disheartened to realise, because I've been ignoring it, how many Teslas were in that car park. It was, like, everywhere you looked, it was just Model 3s and Model Ys. I was like, holy crap.
Wait till the insurance company sees how many cars are down there.
They are obviously, they must be taking significant market share because there was more of that one brand than any other single brand combined in that.
I don't know. Look, I don't know. I guess they're out there. I mean, I don't know. I don't notice them, mate.
So that's the thing. I haven't because I've been ignoring them, and then I decided to switch on and actually look for them. Kind of like motorbikes. You don't notice motorbikes until you start looking for them.
Yeah.
And holy crap, Teslas are everywhere. At least in the city.
Look, I'm driving home on the freeway, and they've got that familiar look.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
You do see them, and I'm in my fucking V8, and I'm just cruising on the freeway, and I just see them, and I'm like, yeah, okay, no worries, fucking microwaves, and they just, I just think, fuck, okay, it is what it is. Like I said, I still can't get around it, and I just still can't get around it. But you're seeing them out there, but I don't know, but I also know a lot of people that have had them and got out of them and said, nah, this is bullshit. It's just not fucking what it's all fucking cracked up to be.
Yeah.
And the software updates and the money that costs and the ad going on expenses and that which you don't see the fine print.
Right.
So, and it's the owners thinking they're saving the planet. And it's just like, no.
That kills me.
It's just like you research it and how much oil is burnt.
It's just a different way of killing the planet.
Slavery, cobalt,
the child, mate.
But the electric car owner, he's saving the planet. And,
he feels good. He sleeps well at night, he thinks.
Right. Hey, I'm all for saving the planet, 100%.
Yeah, but let's actually save the planet.
Do it.
I was going to say, let's do it.
I was actually having a conversation with someone. I was obviously ex-Liquid Moly, as you touched before, and this was, I'm not going to name the company it wasn't Liquid Moly, but quite senior person in an oil company. And I sort of asked that question.
In an oil company.
Are you investing in battery technologies?
Sure.
And the answer was no, it's not the future.
It's not.
Really?
Hydrogen, and that's the way they
Yeah.
you.
I
That's the
didn't
way
say
they're
it, but
going.
you
No,
said it.
mate,
You
they're
said
fucking
it.
saying it. Hydrogen's the way they go, mate.
Yeah.
They're doing it.
Exactly.
These manufacturers are developing fucking some serious. For Toyota invest
Toyota
that
backed it, yeah.
much money into it, mate. Even Porsche now fucking the hydrogen cell, that
Yeah.
sort of stuff.
Synthetic fuels with
man. We want
Porsches.
internal combustion engines, mate.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we just run them on a different matter. Which
Correct.
you guys have already had the technology for years and years, but it hasn't been ready proved to start doing it.
Yeah.
all
So
about
now we have to do it because we don't want to go that way. So okay, now we'll just pull these things that we had in the back of our pocket. Now we need to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so fucking way it is, mate.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Like,
agree.
like the iPhone 25 has already been designed. But why give it to them now?
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right.
give
Well, I
them
mean,
a
that's the
juicy
Porsche GT3 model. Just 5%.
That's it.
5%.
It works.
Yeah, it,
It
does
works.
work. It does work.
So yeah, no, the hydrogen technology, man, that's the way it's
That's
going to
it.
go.
100%.
It is,
yeah.
brother. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, we've got the McMurdy, the road car, that's going to be there. We've also got the Hyundai Ioniq 5N, which I added
factor
here to
of
talk
0.
about. Care factor of 0, until I read 570 horsepower in a family sedan wagon. Who needs that? Like, what?
Buy a fucking Trackhawk.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Sounds better, goes harder.
Crazy. Crazy. The MG Roadster sports car thing, which is also electric.
Yeah, well, that's what they were saying about, like, thankfully MG's going back to its roots in the sense of, well, electric sports cars, not its roots, but it's moving away from that ugly SUV
Consumer
yucky stuff.
Chinese cars.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to make it go back to a bit of a heritage to... I mean, I saw a picture of it a couple of weeks ago. It was like a sketch of it or whatever. It was like in a burgundy colour, and I'm like... I mean, I didn't like it because it was electric, but I went, well, it's certainly fucking a lot better looking than your SUV things that
Yeah.
you've got. So...
Yeah.
Look, the brand is a marketing brand of people can associate with that better than, say, one of the other names that they have in the various things. And
Yeah.
that's what the thing is. It's the branding of, feels, mate, you rock up and you drive a fucking whatever and you drive whatever. Oh, I drive an MG.
Yeah.
Sounds better.
Yeah.
It does. Sounds fucking better. Psychologically, it's smart.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, what do you fucking think they bought? Lotus, the same thing. Geely.
Yeah.
I mean, same sort of thing now. Now you're seeing the electric SUVs, which I can't believe I'm saying it. I mean, not that I'm ever going to have to buy or rather walk, but it as an SUV, it actually didn't look too bad, but it also had that smart. They had all that yellow for the Lotus, and they had it all built into the design.
yeah.
So all of a sudden now, it looks so
popping,
much
yeah.
more appealing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also, it's got a beautiful heritage brand on it. So yeah, okay, if I got a choice, if I had to, not that I had to, but if I had a choice and I'm looking at all the same things, they all look the same.
I'll
go for that because
badge on it. Yeah,
and it's been proven.
Yeah, and that's the thing. All these electric cars are effectively the same thing now.
Brother,
the only thing that differentiates
is the
them is the
badge.
badge on the front of it.
Yeah,
Correct.
they're all looking the same, mate. You look at all these things. The interior's all the same. They've all got these big screens, and they're all looking like that, and the similar same steering wheel. And really, man, I mean, that's the thing. There's no soul with any of this. You sit and you come over the badge, and a lot of people are going to go, I don't know what the fuck it is. Yeah. I really don't know what it is, man.
Yeah, and we already know that these manufacturers are sharing so much in terms of chassis and engines. The amount of cars that a Golf GTI engine is in will blow your mind. It's everywhere. Mate. You cannot tell me that Audi isn't just making one electric engine and battery pack, and then every single Volkswagen Group manufacturer is using that in their cars. And all of a sudden, we've got 67 different models of car at each manufacturer, and they're all the same thing. All of them.
They're all sharing DNA. They've all got interchangeable, in a sense, of parts. I mean, there's just all sister companies married to the hip in some shape or manner.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, I've been doing this a long time, mate. There's a lot of fucking Italian supercars, and I won't mention names, that you can interchange parts with some of the German sister, so to speak. You know what I mean? And obviously certain Italian brands know, but other certain Italian brands, there's a lot of generic parts. And I mean, you'd fucking know. I mean, especially
One of
the
my
days.
Lambo days. It was Lambo. You see a Diablo and it's got Nissan written on it. It's headlight. Like,
That's
come
what
on.
I mean, mate. We used to fucking pump out of the R8. That'll work on the Gardo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Just
Yeah.
things like that. I mean, and you see that. I mean, look, the other day, I mean, God, I mean, what do you got? You got the Audi RS8, which is basically the Urus, which is the Bentayga, which is a bit of everything. The underpinnings are the same, just different dresses. You know what I mean? And different Botox. That's basically what it is, depending on how high up the chain you
perfect
get,
way to put it. Perfect way to put it.
Yeah, that's what it is. So,
An interesting world we're moving into.
well, I mean, it's the one world car in a sense.
Yeah,
Look at that.
yeah.
We're getting all the American product now.
Avengers.
It's all here, man.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's all here. GM's going to be the same.
Yeah.
All the stuff.
It's going to be gender neutral cars.
Oh, we're not allowed to say that.
Oh, we're not allowed to
stuff,
say that?
mate.
Oh,
well, I don't know.
sorry.
We get into trouble. I don't know. I mean, fuck, but yes, they are. They're going to be that way inclined because they're just becoming boring pieces of transport.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing.
So, interestingly enough, on this topic, GM are investing $3 billion
Bitcoin.
in continuing internal
Combustion.
combustion
Yeah,
engines.
I saw that.
For their
Yeah.
large SUV
Yeah,
range.
100%.
Which doesn't matter to us
Hang on, the
because large
Ford Lightning's
SUVs.
a fucking joke.
So, well, with this is the proof in the pudding. Electric engines don't work for big trucks and SUVs.
Don't, mate. You see that picture of the bloke driving around with a generator plugged into his car, fucking
Exactly
getting
right.
charge, and it's like, hello, McFly.
Yeah.
I mean, like, hello.
So for GM to literally say to stay profitable, they're going to continue combustion engined in their big SUVs.
I mean, their fuel's what is it, $1 per 3 litres or something stupid over there? I mean, it's ridiculously
Yeah.
how cheap it is compared to us here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
mathematically, it's still cheap to run your big fuel fucking guzzling trucks.
So interesting to see that the internal combustion support is still
Come on, man.
$3 billion. It's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere, mate.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere, mate. Not at all.
Not
Yeah.
for a while.
Not for a long time, mate. No.
So the last Goodwood car, the highlight Goodwood car we have, is the 718 Spider RS, the GT4 RS. Spider.
RS, which I've got a couple of clients who got them on order. Yeah.
Have you seen a GT4 RS? Have you seen a GT4 RS?
Yeah, I've seen a
yet?
couple now.
What do we think?
Yeah, I buy it. Yeah, I buy
Yeah?
it. Yeah, I buy it.
So they are still
That's
several
big money, though.
several seconds a lap slower than a GT3. So it depends what you're
but
buying
Porsche
it
can't-
for.
Depends who's steering.
I was going
as well. Depends who's steering.
Brother, I was
They're
about to
good
say,
out of
mate,
the
I was
box,
going to say,
good out
get
of
the
the box.
same driver to drive a GT3 and Fury, then drive the GT4 RS and Fury, and I'd like to see the times.
They
there.
did that.
Did they?
GT4 RS was 2 seconds slower. This isn't nothing. 2 seconds.
I mean,
is
it's
not-
nothing, but, look, I still think that was a bit more. It's like when the A45 came out. It was technically quicker than the C63, but it can't be that. So they fudged
Exactly,
it. They fudged
exactly,
the figures, mate.
yeah.
Correct.
They
Yeah.
fudged it. So, hang on. You got the junior brother beating the big brother. That won't work.
Yeah,
So,
It's going to hinder sales.
come on, man.
Exactly
It is.
right.
They can't have
Exactly.
that. They
Yeah,
can't have
you
that.
can't, mate. And that's the thing which and that's a better balanced car.
Oh, 100%.
100% better balanced
100%.
car, mate, that RS. And you get a
it's a
YSAC back.
mid-engine, yeah, 100%.
You get a YSAC back. It's not a cheap car. It was fucking 400 grand or just somewhere around there or just under 400. That's a lot of money.
Considering what supercar prices are now, 400 grand is cheap.
I mean,
For a car
I still
of
can't.
that
I mean,
level.
like, yeah, we get a bit detuned. I mean, the average car is just under 400. But in saying it, it's
When
It's-
a base model 296 is 700, 750, a GT4 RS at 400
6.
is pretty good value as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's a Cayman, man. And when you sit there and you go, mate,
Yeah, it's
400,000. I
still a
know it's
Cayman
an
for a Cayman,
animal, and I know
yeah.
it's got just everything about it, but you're like, wow, would I do that, or would I go back and buy? Maybe I'd just go back and buy a Series 1 991 GT3 RS for less money.
And be done with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the thing. I mean, it's
Should we offer off market the one that we're trying to get rid of? Here?
which one?
The red one? The red one.
No, not yet.
Okay, cool.
I went, oh, yeah, no, that one. No, not yet.
Okay, cool.
No.
Well, that's what I'd buy.
yeah,
A red one.
Yeah. But that's a GT4. That's not a GT4.
No, that's not a GT4.
No, that's
But
just
that's
an
what
S
I'd
manual. Fucking awesome car. Yeah, awesome car. Stay
That's
tuned.
why I
Will
wouldn't
be
have a
coming.
GT4 RS, no manual.
No manual, exactly.
No manual.
Yeah, grouse car.
the
though.
third pedal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's coming.
Yeah. So, moving on from Goodwood. In stark contrast to all of the electric stuff currently going on at the moment, Toyota have already confirmed the next GT86 is coming. Like the third generation.
What? Already? They just did the other one.
Already. So, hooray, Toyota. Awesome.
But wouldn't they run that? I mean, like I was doing that contract with Toyota fucking years ago with the McCarrolls for like fucking 3 months when they released the 86. And I remember that I was like, fuck, this is a pretty cool car. And obviously Toyota, everyone was just going nuts over this little thing. And it was grouse. I remember the first time I was like, hey, man, this is pretty cool. You know, it's a good thing. But that ran for a while, man, before they upgraded
Ages.
it. That's what I'm saying.
Ages.
So all of a sudden, let's
So
just
how
get
far
a bit
ahead are they thinking? Yeah.
But it's going to be petrol, though, or they're going to do fucking...
They are going to put... So they are axing the BR... No, move it. They are axing the BRZ bit.
Okay.
So the third generation won't have a BRZ twin from Subaru.
Oh,
It'll
so Subaru...
just be Toyota
only.
86. And because of that,
Okay.
they can finally ditch the stupid Subaru contract which says no turbos.
Was that
Fantastic.
Subaru? You laugh.
Tristan drives an 86.
He had 86. These boys are all 86 drivers. So that's what that little was the Tristan laughing going, yeah, come on, turbo boy.
So the
I thought that would have been a Toyota thing opposed
I mean,
to...
it could have been. I know that it was the contract between the two brands that
But hang
it
on,
couldn't
'cause
be
that always
turbocharged.
confused me, 'cause, like,
that's
obviously
why
WRX
that's why the BRZ
That's what I thought,
STI they
Subaru
still
was more turbo than Toyota.
Yeah, it was a
really,
WRX
isn't it?
motor, like with
Yeah.
the two turbo, like the turbo
But
single
really,
turbo.
what Toyota
right?
have you
Like-
got for turbos? Really, what are there?
there was.
I mean, what?
Well, they're
did
putting
they
BMW
have?
motors in their turbos
Oh,
now.
well,
the
now,
58.
I mean, I'm confused. What is it? It's a Supra with the BMW badge, isn't it? No, or was it the other way around?
No,
it's a
which car are we talking about?
Sorry, I've got
No,
I
what is
gave
it?
you a bump steer.
No, but
the
you're
new
right,
Supra.
Yeah, the
It's
Supra.
got the BMW
The new
B58.
Supra.
That's a BMW, the dress, Toyota
Correct.
dress, isn't
and
it?
that's a turbo.
That's right. Yeah,
That's a turbo. Yes, the Supra is turbo.
they're turbo. Yeah,
The Supra is
they're four,
six
turbo.
Yeah, straight six turbo or V6.
No, they're straight
straight
six.
58, yeah. The
BMW never
engine.
did a V6, did they? Not that
that
I'm
I know
aware
of.
of.
No,
It's always
no,
been
it's
a
always
straight
straight
six,
six,
isn't it?
Yeah,
big
Yeah.
straight
Yeah.
six. Don't.
So Gen 3 86 will be the Corolla 3-cylinder turbo engine.
3-cylinder turbo.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 That one. That's in the fucking the YR,
Yaris.
the Yaris
Yes,
thing.
correct. GIRS. Yeah.
White GR.
So they finally get a turbo on one of those things. Everyone's been waiting for that. It's tunable. That's going to be a hell of a car. That's going to be a hell of a car. Yeah. Why spend 200 grand on a Cayman when you can go and get that for, I don't know what it would be, but not 200 grand.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, man. That's the thing. It was, and see, the thing is, a lot of clients bought those fucking cars to flip. There's I'm talking Caymans and stuff. They were.
It's all that market
It's
is
all,
now.
that's all, mate. I remember fucking ages ago, and guys are going, "Oh, my car's gonna be going," and I'm thinking, "Oh, fuck, mate, I hope you got a fucking parachute." And like, they're going, mate, and I'm sitting there going, "Fucking hell!" I can see all these. Okay, mate, what we call, they're spec collectors. They're not collectors.
Yes.
They're spec collectors. They're purely buying on speculation of, hang on, that bloke bought it and flipped it and gone, and then everyone's just fucking doing that. And I was
Never
like,
in a million years I thought you'd be making that much money on a brand new car. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's nuts.
crazy, mate. But that's, but see, this is the thing. People see that one or two that get away with it at the start, and then they go, we do it. And then all of a sudden you see fucking 10 of them online, and then you're like, you fucking idiot. That's when the public wants to play car dealer.
Yeah.
And then you see it, mate. And it's amazing. And everyone thought that all these cars they were going to get overs for, and you're not, mate.
Yeah.
You're not.
If anyone
It's not.
remembers the 991.2 GT2 RS Silver that was up on car sales for $1 million. Yeah. And then 900, 800.
But that was it. The
700,
first
yeah.
one, I think it was a black one, or it was, and I think he did get $1 million or something.
The first
There's
guy
always
will.
one guy,
Yeah.
like the Speedster's the same thing, or the
Yeah.
911Rs. I mean, what a shit fight that was. I mean, we fucking put the first 911R to market, and back at Dutton's when they first came out, 900,000.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy, and they were selling them. And I was like, fuck. I remember the client going, what do you think about this? I go, man, I think it's crazy, but, mate, you want to buy it, you buy it. He goes, you think I go, man, I'm fucking telling you now, I think it's crazy. But you don't buy it,
you
fucking
wanna-
Expo's
yeah.
buying it.
Yeah,
He goes,
someone's
I'll
gonna
take
buy it.
I mean,
Someone's gonna buy it.
Speedster was the same. Then they fucking fell off like fucking walking in the dark. It's just like bang straight off, and like guys ripped up 400,000.
Yeah,
I can't
straight up.
believe it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's doing that anymore. I don't think there's anything strong enough that will do that at that, unless you're getting the real hyper sort of 800,000 plus sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see it. I know that there's a couple of blokes sitting on there for ages, but they're not moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, with all of them, it's the first couple guys.
Always.
On every model, the first couple guys.
yeah.
Come on, the fucking Corvette, the Stingray, C8, same.
Oh, yeah, because we sold it.
Mate, we had a couple, you know what I mean? Like, they're just same thing, big money, that sort of stuff. Couldn't believe it. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's just crazy. But that's Well, see, that's died off, but it's actually still strong compared to others because you still can't get a fucking car.
Yeah, well, that's it.
You still can't get anything. I've got a couple of clients that they're like praying that they've been told that they're going to get an allocation of a Z06, but I know about 40 people that have all said they only got 20 cars coming. So I know there's a bunch of people going to be fucking disappointed, mate. And they're all going, I think I've got it coming. They've told me I've got it coming. And then others are going, well, no, they gave me a deposit back. I'm like, oh, fuck. And it's just... again, that car is the only one I seem to be still such strong demand. I mean, it's such. Have you guys had one there? Have you seen?
No, not one yet. Mate, apart from the Cars and Coffee, a few rocked up, but not
awesome car.
But not Z06s, right? Just the
no Z06 here.
Yeah, no, not yet. Yeah.
No, only the 3LT, 2LT, and the Carbon Edition.
Yeah.
So the Carbon Edition in Australia is like a limited edition. It's a model variant in America, but they did that here because the Z06 is just going to be that Z06, mate. Fuck
beautiful
me,
looking machine.
Oh, fuck, man. I want one, mate. That you've heard that on noise. That
mate. Sounds like a 458.
Well, that's what they did. They did. And you know what? They got the 488 and went, nah, fuck this. We're back to the 458, mate. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Fucking done it well,
So
mate.
good.
No, that's an awesome... honestly, I'm a massive
done
fan.
very well on that.
Huh?
Yeah. The Yanks have done very well
Mate,
on that.
come on, brother.
they have,
Mate, 50,000 for a 2LT in America.
Wow.
Come on, mate.
What else
That's
you
a
gonna buy,
no-brainer. What an awesome car.
Killer.
Fucking
Killer.
come on, mate. That's a no-brainer.
And when they're coming at you from the other side,
Man,
like,
they're awesome. They
the first time I
sound
saw
good.
it on the road, I was like, "What is that?" I was like, "Ferrari, not land, but like,
trying
it's
to
a
figure it
Corvette.
out.
Like,
Yeah.
what is it?"
Yeah.
And then up close, I think you guys had one on.
Yeah, we had a white one here.
Yeah, I
days
saw it
ago,
up close, and the way the interior wraps around you and all the rest, I was
it's
just like,
cool.
it's that
It is
old
a-
school sort of the BMW.
Yeah,
Of it wraps.
Like your 8 Series.
It's like
Yeah, so that-
you're the driver. You're important.
Yeah, he's
You're
got a
part of the
fucking
car.
mad 8 Series, mate. Fucking awesome car. I love it.
the
It's fucking
spaceship,
grouse.
they're the
Yeah,
best,
it's
they're the
the
best.
grouse, man. I love them. But it has that cocoon cockpit. It's geared around the driver, and
Correct.
it's just such a beautiful place to. I love that sort of squarish steering wheel. Even I just think it's.
I'm a fan of a square steering wheel.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
Very
What do you
Lamont-y.
think?
Square
Square or round?
I like going sideways from time to time.
It's-
If I'm on a track going for times, then the square steering wheel 100%. Get in, it's much easier to get in. But when you're going sideways, it's a bit hard.
like a nice round wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
think
can.
it's just
agree
such a
with that.
nice place. I think it's a great car. Love it. Definitely. If you have the opportunity of buying one,
Z06.
consider. Z06.
And with how many? Here's that's actually good topic. With how many Z06s are coming, do you reckon they'll get overs?
100%.
100%.
Such a limited number.
Because they're so
Fucking
cheap,
what?
right?
Well, no. I mean, again, thanks to this fucking great tax system in this country, which is just fucking bullshit. I mean, there's no need for us to have this LCT apart from the grand government that need the money and spend too much.
Yeah.
But in saying that, that car is going to be just under 400,000, mate. That's a lot of money. But in saying it, I'd still buy it over something from Italy. No, that mum was like, that's a fucking special car, mate. For that kind of money, and that's only because of our tax. We can't control
exactly
that.
right.
That's the sad
Yeah.
thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's probably going to be middle threes easy. Easy. Yeah, because like I said, I've got a couple of clients that, look, a few people have said that they're getting one, they think they get one. I know there's 2 or 3 that will get one. I know they will. And I can't wait. Because I supposedly maybe, I think the first 1 or 2 or 3, maybe at the end of the year. So it's an amazing car, man. I've done so much work on reading videos and watching
Yeah,
it. It's a fucking animal, mate. What an animal.
It looks awesome.
It is. It's a great car. Well done.
Yeah. All right. Next, we did a car news episode this week.
Yeah.
Just cracking through the things that happen.
Yeah.
So, bit of a slow news week for automotive journalists. Mikey is in the news.
Mikey.
Our Mikey,
Hey.
NorthBorders.
NorthBorders, what did he do?
He did a photo shoot for Lexus
I saw something on his Insta or something like that.
for the LC 500.
Yeah, that's right. The new LC, whatever. Yeah.
They gave him a car to do a photo
Yeah.
shoot. So went and did this photo shoot. They're all press photos, blah, 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 everything
Sure.
else. Gives them to Lexus. And in one of them, he has photoshopped the Speedo and added a 290. And people lost their mind.
Saying, he's being a hoon at 290 in the car.
Correct. And then
Lexus
all
with
the
a
journalists are going up and looking up and going, the car's not actually capable of going that fast. It's speed limited at 250 and the gearing only goes to 270. This is false advertising. And it just became this
I was going downhill with a big
Really?
tailwind. I was trying hard.
Yeah, so huge thing.
So, is he all right? Is there any
Yeah, he's
special-
fine. Yeah, so
delete
Lexus
the
had to
post.
take it down. Mikey obviously had to take it down. So I messaged Mikey today to ask for a comment on it, and he said it must be a slow week. There must be nothing else to
I was going
write
to say,
about.
yeah. Got no one else. Oh, look at this fucking pen out. It's 90. The car doesn't even go 290. But he's a fucking hell, mate.
If that's what you're making news about, like,
Wow.
come on. What is the state of the world?
Well, that's
Oh.
good. They're not watching the bullshit news. I can't believe that.
Oh, crazy, isn't it?
Tree
Crazy.
huggers. Tree huggers, mate.
Oh man.
Wow. Okay.
All right, so our next topic is going to be surrounding autonomous safety systems.
Huh?
Because the second generation BRZ, the one you can go and buy now,
Yep.
as of 2024,
Yep.
is going to have autonomous emergency braking and other systems added to
They're
it.
shit, man. I drove a car with it, mate, and let me tell you, I was in New Zealand, and we jumped in I think it was an SQ7 or something. We grabbed it from one of the boys there. We run around in.
Yep.
I remember we were coming out of the driveway, and next thing you know, Liam was driving, and the thing was reversed, and the thing just jammed, stopped. We thought we hit something. It picked up a pole on the fucking side, mate, and the thing just hit the brakes, and we thought,
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
we're fucked. What do we hit?
Yeah.
It didn't.
It
was
terrifies
nothing.
me. Terrifies
Yeah,
me.
man, I don't
Yeah.
like that
'Cause when
stuff,
it's brand
man.
new, fair enough, it might be good. But when that's 3-4 years old, it's dirty, it's got dust on it.
Yeah.
Things like, it's
Yeah,
hitting the
man, I don't
acres.
know, man.
Yeah.
Like, I've never, have you, I can put my hand up. I have never tried that reverse self-parking
I
in
never have
any
a-
car.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
a gimmick.
I've never done that.
No one has.
Come on, someone must have done it.
Nah.
All right,
Not
we want to
besides
hear from
journalists.
anyone out there if you've done it, and I want to actually fucking see it. So I want to see, I want to see it because the only time I've ever seen it is the bullshit car companies showing how perfect it works.
In the
but
ads.
I've yet never seen, and I've not heard. And we've got a few cars in the past that I don't carry that many modern, but something like the new AMGs and
The
that sort of stuff. that
GLS 62 must have it,
It does,
surely.
but come on, man.
We should test
I've never
it.
seen
No
Let's
fucking
test
way.
it.
I can't afford it. We fucking hit it. Fucking hell, mate. Car's new. But I don't know. I don't know. I
There's a
thought
lot
maybe
of-
one of you blokes a bit
No,
more
I've never
technology
done
than me.
A lot of people need it. Watching
Oh, mate.
people, I've got a shop in Footscray, and I'd sit there sometimes watching people coming in and out of car spots. They'll hit that car, hit the car behind
parking,
it, and I'm sitting
no.
there going, "What are you doing?"
The touch parking, yeah.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best. So some people definitely need it. But I remember when I bought my mum a Polo, a Volkswagen Polo, and I
Yeah.
went the safety pack when top of
Yeah,
the range
yeah,
because
of
she
course,
cannot
yeah.
drive. She can't park either. I think that
Sorry,
car.
Mum.
Most mums can't.
I'm pretty sure that car's got the auto reverse, but I couldn't figure out how to use it. But when
If you couldn't, how's she going to figure it out?
exactly. But I remember the first time I drove it, and it was bin night. Bins had already been emptied.
Yeah.
So I lined up this fucking bin. Mate, this thing didn't pull up. I just went, oh, I'm going to hit a bin. What happened? And went boom, straight into it. But then
Really?
apparently I called the dealership. They said it wasn't activated. I'm like, but
Huh?
I'm not getting in the car and activate that I'm going to fall asleep, or what do you mean?
It's not on all the time.
I don't know. It didn't work for that time, and I gave up the car to my mum and said, just be careful.
Just
Bins
be careful,
beware.
Bob. Watch out for bids.
But that was supposed to have the auto brake emergency
Yeah.
stop. Yeah.
As if you have to turn that on.
My X5, if I get too close, I go ding, 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 and does
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
thing, but
yeah,
it won't
yeah.
apply the brakes.
Nah, man. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
It is
it's like-
dangerous. It is dangerous.
Well, it's like the first time I drove one of the new Gen Cs, obviously with Duttons when they first came out, and obviously I was driving. It was in the Maloo at the time, or my other 63. So the normal V8, and then so the new one, and then like had all this safety stuff and things like that, and then it had like the proper lane that pulls you back in.
Yeah.
And I remember driving.
It's terrifying.
Well, I'm talking and then sort of whatever, and I'm like, next thing you know, I must have just gone like a mil or so off, and next thing you know, the fucking thing's gone in. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck happened there? And
Yeah.
I just hang on, and then the lanes came up, and I'm like, what? I didn't realise, and so I did it again. I'm going, was that me? And I did it, and then sure enough, bang, it pushes it back in, and I'm like, I get it that if you fall asleep, it'll pull you back in, but. If you don't wake up, what are you going to do? Just go fucking back like this, back and forth? I mean, like it's
Pinball machine.
Yeah, I'm sitting there going, man, I don't know about this, but are we encouraging people to be lazy because you think the cars are going to be safe for us?
Exactly.
Is that what it is?
We're encouraging complacency.
That's what I feel, because I reckon drivers have got fucking worse because they feel that the car will save them. No, it won't, because you're going to put yourself into a stupid position thinking that the car's going to save you when it's only going to do X amount. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I just don't know about that stuff. And I speak to a lot of people that go, yeah, like it's like that shit at the lights when the car turns off, the fuel cut off.
Yeah.
Brother, for me growing up, mate, starting, stopping, it doesn't do your car any good. And so now to have that feature, and like again, a lot of the late model stuff, they've got that. And that's the first thing, turn it off. Some cars you have to keep turning it off every time you jump into the car because it just resets. And I was like, I mean, how much good can that be every time, especially if you're sitting in traffic, driving stops up. The car, come on, that can't be good for your starter motor.
And the price of the starter motors for the quick starts, and then they're buried in the valley. It's not a two bolts on a EH Holden, you can get it out and done in 20 minutes.
Man, it's a
like
labour
an 8-hour
intensive
job, engine out, some of them. It's
man.
crazy.
That's what I mean. I don't know. I mean, I sit there and I'm like, I don't know, man. Are we just adding so much safety features, or why don't we just encourage a better driving?
Yeah, well, that's where I'm at.
Like, I still believe, like what they do in Europe or Scandinavia and Sweden, like, you got to go do a driver. You won't get the license. You can't sit with mum and dad. You've got to do this. You've got to do a proper race course, or what are these things that actually, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have that here. It's not mandatory. But I know certainly with my daughter, I mean, Sienna, mate, Sienna's going to be fucking doing, mate, I'll make sure she can do stunt school, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly right.
I want her to know, God forbid, 100 k's an hour and you're on fucking dry ice or whatever the fuck. I can try. I mean, not many people can do it. But what I'm saying, you want to have a good overall understanding.
It should
of
be
the car,
mandatory. The time you get
It
your
really
P's,
should
before
be.
you
It
get
should
your
be.
P's, or after you get your full license, you have to do a defensive driver's course.
100%.
To understand what the car will do when you're spinning, or
100%,
what it
mate.
feels like for the car to lose. Because most people out there, they don't know, and that's why they're going around and.
Yeah, man.
Instead of pedalling out there on the anchors, going around.
Yeah.
100%, mate. It's so true.
crazy.
And I think that's, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, they keep going on about the road, this road, that road, that.
Keep going on about speed and reducing speed and reducing speed. It's causing frustration, more traffic, and taking you longer to get places. So you're getting you're fatigued.
Just stupid. At what point do we realise that cars are newer, safer, speed limits are lower,
well,
people are still dying? And to add to that, one of the things I have on my list to talk about today, Tesla's semi-autonomous driving tech killed 11 people in the US in the last 12 months. So we've removed the human altogether, people still dying. Maybe that's not the issue. Maybe we need to educate people to handle situations properly.
Oh, you're a shit driver. Don't worry, just buy one of these. It'll do everything for you.
Still kills people.
No, it wasn't me. It was the car. It wasn't me. It was the car. I didn't do it. I was just a passenger. No, dickhead. You should have been driving. So it's funny we had this conversation. I had a conversation today with, again, a very key friend of mine in the very high dealer end with the European brand. So I won't mention names. And they were comparing the Australian product, both Ford and Holden, and their European product. It's a key European brand. And then they were asking, it was quite interesting, I think their reply, and one of the journalists were asking, would you think you'd sell more cars in Australia, blah, 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 and all that sort of stuff. He goes, our car is designed to do 200, 250 Ks all day, every day on the Autobahns.
Yep.
Okay? But we send them here speed restricted because your laws don't do it. So your Holdens or Ford are designed to do 100 Ks an hour. They're no good at 200 Ks an hour.
Yeah.
Our cars do matter. So if your laws have changed, we know we'd sell more cars.
Yeah.
And I went, wow. And he goes, we can see the stats and where it is and what our cars are capable. Our cars are safe. Our cars are designed to do those things. Yeah. Okay, granted, you can't do 200 Ks, 250 Ks here, but in some of the Autobahns you can. But in saying that, even their normal speeds are comfortably over ours.
Oh, well and truly.
So what I mean? So like they're saying, well, no, our cars are actually very safe, but your laws don't pertain it. And if we could sell them, if we could do faster speeds, we know we'd sell more cars. And we can't. So it's due to the laws there. But they were saying speed kills. It's not the speed that kills, it's what stops you. It's when you stop, mate.
How quickly you can
you know what I mean? But I don't know. I think you speak to anyone who knows when I'm driving on pace, you're concentrating.
Oh,
You're concentrating, mate.
when I was driving the Autobahns,
Yeah.
like here, we're sitting in traffic and you get bored and all the rest of it. You're sitting 100 Ks, boring, doing a 4-hour drive through the country. And when I was on the Autobahn, I touched my phone once. I went slightly into the next lane at about 220, 230 with cruise control on, all the rest of it.
Bugger that.
I put the phone down and that's it.
Yeah.
It was there. And then when I got into the towns, I wasn't worried about rushing or going through that amber light because you could drive 300 kilometres.
Yeah.
You're there.
Yeah.
You're there. It's just such a better system. And Australia's so backwards. And
We've got such beautiful roads, man.
We
really
do.
do. I mean, okay, I haven't been to Europe. I haven't been blessed to go on these autostradas. It's a bucket list
Oh,
thing
you need
for
to go.
me
You
do.
need to go.
Yeah, I'm just
You
going
need
to, just, I want to, we were going to go to, we were supposed to go with Goodwood with Jack the Hack, but I think we end up going with him. We'd end up in fucking jail. So fucking cunts probably chasing him over there too. But anyway, so it was one of those things. But we had planned that we were going to go to UK or somewhere and then just go and hire a couple of cars and then just fucking
Go
max them out
nuts.
on the fucking Autobahn, that sort of stuff. And I just want to experience that because we don't have that luxury here. We just don't have that where I can just go and legally put the car in its paces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the sad thing. I mean, it's just, and you wonder why, fuck, they're speeding. Well, fuck me, mate. Look at the new little Corolla, the new Yarra. I mean, like, the speeds they can do. I mean, they're very capable little fucking 3-cylinder car that can do 150 Ks like that, sit on it nice and comfortable all day, every day. And, you know, it's like I said, you're training the person to have a better driving skill because you've got to be on it at that thing. You know, We're just getting lazy. I mean, how many accidents happen in peak hour traffic because it comes on the phone and stop 20, bang, oh, fuck, okay, sorry, I'm just rolling. You know, you're not concentrating, mate. You're so relaxed, fuck, whatever it is. That's where most of the accidents happen, mate. You fucking see them.
Yep.
It's just fucking bang, driving just so relaxed and whatever. But no, mate, no, it'll never change.
Not here.
Never change.
It's like guns in the US. It's so so steeped in our society, the way, like the whole speed kills thing, which is a
Didn't that copper get into trouble the other day doing 230 or something on the news?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Some copper or something. I saw it. I don't know what's the news. It's fucking just shit. But I just happened to see it, and some copper got into trouble in country, some bush cop, and had the lights on and fucking doing 230 Ks down the freeway, whatever. Fucking, I think he got into trouble. They're like, and then I remember the fucking bird shoving the microphone in his face, going, "How fast is too fast?" And he's not saying just walking. So he's, you know, fuck, I don't know,
There's
mate.
nothing that shits me more than police who believe that they are outside of those rules, because they will berate you for being 2Ks over because they are convinced that's a safety threat.
They're trained to drive at those speeds. That's what they'll tell you.
Mate, I got a couple of mates who are ex-TOG. I got a couple of mates at TOG, and mate, they're cowboys, mate.
They're hoons?
They're fucking cowboys, mate. They're fucking cruising up and down, fucking, you know, when they've had, you know, back in the day when they had fucking, you know, SSs or, you know, the V8s, and, you know, they were just...
that would have been the glory days without...
man.
Man. Just put the lights on and go.
Yeah, man. They're fucking, mate, they're fucking good old boys, some of those guys, mate. You know what I mean? And yeah, mate, I mean, some of the stories, I'm not mentioning names, but I mean, you know, some of the stories they used to tell, and put undercover, mate, and they'd just be baiting blokes. I could just be baiting, and cunts would be like, let's go. You know, they're like flying, and then, whoop.
That's so dog.
Yeah.
That's so dog.
What do you do, mate? He's just like, this cunts me. Yeah, mate, no worries, you're a winner, mate. Woo.
God.
But I mean, that was a long time ago, and obviously a lot's changed, like most things. You know what I mean? People were good old boys back then, but yeah, mate, no. Yeah.
Should we let Adrian in? I think he's been.
Is he here?
I think he's been calling.
Cool.
My phone.
Well, we're
Sorry,
at 50
Adrian.
minutes, so we can call that as a slightly short episode.
Yeah, we'll get Adrian and we can
We'll
go
get
again.
Adrian in,
Go
and we'll
again.
smash out the Benzina Stables episode, which you'll hear in a week's time.
Which we're going to do in about 20 minutes.
Awesome.
All right,
thank you
thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
This has been
Thanks
fun,
for
tangent.
joining us
pleasure. Thanks for having
for
me.
this
Been an
first
honour.
one. Yeah,
Love
mate,
it.
no, we're going to be on all the time, mate. So we're going to do some stuff with you guys. So now we've got Adrian's business partner here. Adrian's one of the business partners in Benzina. There's three of you, isn't it? No,
There's
Luke?
three, and Luke.
Luke as well, yeah.
yeah.
So Adrian's joining us now. He's just flown in.
Yeah, exactly. I see my phone over there. It's been lighting up. Outside in the cold.
So we're going to let him in. He's outside in the cold.
He's a.
Thank you. I'll get him in.
See you next week.